Hi there, welcome to the Carl with a C show on Breakthrough TV. I'm your host, Carl with a C.
And I'm Claire, your co-host.
On this show, we'll be exploring music from the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s.
We'll be giving you news, scoops and reviews.
Coming up on the show, we have a special guest, but because of the coronavirus, we have to suspend the guest for a little while.
We will also have a feature on our show called Our Giant of Music.
And I will be telling you about a brand new artist to watch.
Finally, we will give you our personal views about what's been going on around the world in 60 seconds.
So, grab a drink, sit back, relax, please enjoy the show. You say you couldn't stay. So Claire, how you been?
Oh, I've been doing really well.
You've been doing really well.
Yeah, I've had a good week. How about yourself?
I'm fine. What have you been up to?
I've been, taking it easy, relaxing, trying to have some me time.
Have you mind to meantime? What do you mean time? Meantime is as in what time? Meantime.
Well, looking after myself.
Looking after yourself.
Yes.
And what do you do to look after yourself?
Pamper. Trying to pamper myself.
Explain, pamper.
Pamper yourself.
Explain.
Take a bit of time out.
Explain pamper.
Do my hair.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do my nails.
You know-
That kind of stuff.
I haven't done my hair for ages,
Why?
Well, I haven't been able to go to the barbers. And I've been trying to sort of, been doing it myself.
Yes. You're not doing too bad.
I'm
babe.
not doing too loud.
No, you're
Oh,
not
thank
doing
you.
too bad. babe.
It's marvellous. It's marvellous. It's not too bad.
No.
What else have you been up to?
Well, the usual.
Okay.
Pottering around the house and, trying to clear some clutter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to everyone who's actually tuned into our first episode of the show. You know what I mean? We had some really wonderful feedback. So we say thank you. Maximum respect to you guys.
Yes, thank you for watching.
Pampering.
Yeah.
We've talked about pampering.
Yes, but you said you was doing a bit of decorating as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing a bit of decorating on the
Yeah.
garden and the lawn and all that sort of stuff.
Garden, that always needs to be done.
They always
doesn't it? You have
always
to
do,
keep
yeah.
on top of it, don't
Yeah,
you?
and because it's been raining in the
Yeah.
UK now, it's time to do it again. Because
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago or last week, it wasn't raining a lot,
No,
but it starts raining again, so we need to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it tends to grow a lot faster, doesn't it? The
Yeah,
garden?
it tends to grow quite.
Yeah, so you have to make sure you keep on top of it.
Do you like doing gardening?
I couldn't tell the last time of.
What you mean? You mean you get somebody else to do it?
Yes. That sounds about right.
You get somebody.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
somebody else to do it.
Yes.
You pay somebody else to do it.
I don't know about that bit, but somebody else does the garden. Yes. Because you need, the only thing I will do is I'll take the rubbish down the tip if needs
You
be.
take the rubbish down the
Yeah.
tip.
Yeah.
Don't you have a guy that actually does the rubbish for you? We're talking about rubbish.
Yeah. Well, the garden rubbish, because before you used to have the bins,
Yes.
but now you have to pay extra, don't you?
Okay.
In order to.
But I think that depends where you live, though, isn't it?
I don't know. Oh, are you under Sandwell? Do you come under Sandwell or still Birmingham?
Probably both.
Both. Oh wow! So you got a choice then.
yeah, probably have. Probably.
So you don't have to. They still take your garden waste.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
I'd say it's common, but the whole thing about garden waste and I don't know what to make of it sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well, the trouble is, before they used to take it anyway because you pay your council tax.
Yes.
So they used to take, and then they stopped. Like I said, certain areas they take and certain they don't. So you have to take it down the tip.
Anyway,
You know.
what else do you like doing? Forget the garden waste.
What else do I like doing?
doing?
Well, like I said, I've been pottering around the house,
You've been
clearing up.
pottering.
Yeah, clearing up.
So you've been doing spring cleaning
Yeah, spring
in this
cleaning.
summer.
Yes, but I tell you what does need to be to be done. The windows.
The windows.
The windows need to be washed down, and
Okay.
all the outside of the house, that needs to be done.
All right.
That needs to be
What
done.
have you been listening to? Any good music lately?
Always listening to music. At the minute, I've just changed in the car now. I've changed the music in my car, and I'm listening to John Holt.
Are you listening to John Holt?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
John Holt
listening to John
makes some lovely
John Holt's
tunes.
one of my favourites.
Is it?
John Holt.
John Holt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been one.
So
of my
you're going
favourites.
back to that? You're gonna go back to that LP 1000 Volts of House.
That's what I'm listening to at the minute.
Are you listening to 1000? How did I
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah, because
Man, that's a good guess, isn't it?
yeah, I'm listening to that.
There's an album I actually bought years ago, which was John Holt's album. It's called Dusty Roads.
Yeah, Dusty Road. I got that one too.
Now a lot of people don't realize that John Holt's that it's not popular. It's not one of his albums that's actually popular. You know what I mean?
But it
And-
is quite.
And because we're talking about music, it's not one of his albums that is quite popular. But there's and I actually swapped my John Holt. No, I actually swapped my Ken Booth for John Holt
Okay.
some many years ago.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes
I
sometimes.
love Ken Booth.
You
too.
love Ken Booth?
Yeah, I
Yes,
call
sir.
him Krusty. I love Ken
You
Booth.
call him Rusty.
Yeah,
You call him what?
Krusty.
Krusty.
Yeah,
Why?
because just a CT. That's
Ken Wood at one time was very popular in the UK. And
I
he was
love
he was
Ken Booth.
He was very popular. And before he take that David Gates song and do such wonderful job with it, Everything I Own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love that song. I love the original actually. I
Yeah.
actually love the original of David
Yeah,
Gates.
but I do love that. But Boy George made that popular as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yeah, because everybody couldn't work out whether he was a man or a woman, could they?
I'll
When he
leave you
first
with.
came out with
I
that?
will leave you.
Yes, but he
I'll
was
leave-
very popular.
I will leave you with that one.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
popular with that.
Yeah. So, shall we talk about our giant of music?
Yes. Let's,
Yes, giant of music. My giant of music was actually born in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Musical styles are soul, blues, gospel, rhythm and blues, jazz, rock, pop. He was born, I think, in September 1930. Yeah. And he does a lot for music. And I'm talking about, who am I talking about?
Ray Charles.
Yeah. Get his proper name.
Okay, Ray Charles Robinson.
Ray Charles Robinson. Known to his friends as
Ray Charles.
Brother Ray.
Okay, Brother Ray. Okay, wow.
And he's an African American singer songwriter and pianist. And he was often referred to as the blind genius. He was actually blind from a child due to glaucoma. And he pioneered soul music, and from that early days. We're talking about the 50s. He started from in the 50s, by contributing rhythm and blues, gospel, and all that sort of style. And he worked with a company called Atlantic Records. And when I say rhythm and blues, I mean people call R&B rhythm and blues. I'm going back to the what you call rhythm and blues.
Yeah.
Because some people call it R&B.
Yeah,
Before
nowadays.
in the 90s they call it R&B, but I'm going back to that grassroots where we actually know, where the actual rhythm and blues comes in. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about when I say rhythm and blues. And I say he contributed to a whole lot of different rhythms. You know what I mean? And then I said blues, pop. During the 1960s, he had a crossover. Crossover, and he was working with ABC Records. And notable two of his Modern Sound album. He had two of his Modern Sound album while working with ABC Records. You know what I mean? And just because he also become one of the first black musician to be granted artist control by a mainstream record company. And because a lot of people don't have their own control, so he actually gained that. And he had #1 hits on the Billboard 100 by Ray Charles. Ray Charles also he has cited people like Nat King Cole as his influence. So a guy called Charles Brown, And he had a long friendship with Quincy Jones. And I say Frank Sinatra called Ray Charles the only true giant or the only true genius in show business. And he is a 17 times Grammy Award. That is a whole lot of Grammy Awards, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and there's a whole lot of Grammy. And I think Rolling Stone magazine, Rolling Stone magazine ranked him like number 10 on their list of 100 greatest artists.
That's excellent.
On their list of 100 greatest artists, and number 2 on their list of 100 greatest singers of all time. And I know at one time, funny enough, talking about greatest artists, I know at one time Aretha Franklin, and we talk about Ray Charles being number 2. I know at one time Aretha Franklin was actually rated number 1 greatest singer of all time. So
that tells you that, doesn't it?
That tells you something, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, that absolutely really tell you something. I mean, I don't know if it was the same period in time because they actually do this in different period of time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes.
They do it at different periods. But I say Aretha Franklin was rated the number 1 at a certain period of time in America.
Wow.
This going on. Some of Ray Charles, you know what I mean, songs are I've Got a Woman.
I love that one.
You've Got a Woman.
Yes.
I Got a Woman.
Yes.
I think I Got a Woman came out in 1954, but I love. Did I say I love?
Yes, you did.
I love what I say. And if you listen to the keyboard, he starts with the keyboard, the intro, and the whole of the keyboard, and he goes, what I say.
Okay.
You know, that one is very good as well. And he's got like Georgia on My Mind. I think Georgia on My Mind played a very, very significant part to Ray Charles when he talked about Georgia on My Mind because of all the troubles that was going on in Georgia, you know what I mean? And I think that came out in 1960. He also had Hit the Road Jack.
Yes, Hit the Road Jack. That's very popular. The majority probably know that one.
What about Unchain My Heart?
Yeah, but like that one
You
too.
would like Unchain My Heart?
Yeah.
Unchain My Heart. Unchain My Heart came out about possibly 1961.
Yeah.
And I Can't Stop Loving.
Well, he was very talented because obviously he was a musician. He could actually play his own music, piano and sing very well.
Yeah.
And his music was nice, lively, and it had something for everybody.
Yeah, that's actually nice. What else do you think?
And because he was blind as well, it just makes him that little bit more special.
That makes him the genius that he was. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he secretly, let's say secretly, that's not the right word. He actually was also an activist.
Okay.
He also was an activist for the civil rights, and he actually wrote a lot of protest songs. You know what I mean, for the struggle, because at that time there was a lot of struggles in the 60s.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear of things that's going on now, but at that time there was so many struggles going on. You know,
Yes.
with at that period of time, and it's still going on now. So he wrote a lot of his songs as well reflect the period of the time that those people and the struggles that was having, you know what I mean? And I say, there's a thing when you think about Georgia, you know what I mean? He wrote a song about Georgia, that, you know what I mean? That sort of, you know what I mean? That was all about what's going on in Georgia and all the rest of it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, he's absolutely a fantastic artist. So, Ray Charles has been, once again, I say, our giant of music for this week. Yeah?
Yes, definitely.
So we say, what do we say? What do we always do?
We applaud.
We always say,
Yes, thank you.
thanks for our brother
Thank you.
Ray Charles. Yes. Next feature we're gonna go into, we're gonna talk about a little about local artists, and we always have this part, local artists to us, because it's important to support local artists.
Yes, definitely.
And even so, we always have a little chat and artists to look out for, even though they've maybe been gone for a little while. You know, we say still there are artists to look out for. So tell us about this artist to look out for.
Okay, the artist we're looking at this week is Leisha Mack.
Okay.
She's a local girl born in Answorth, Birmingham, in England. She's had a little career knocking around for a while, but now she seems to be taking off.
Yes, right.
And she's still young, but she's doing really well. She's got quite a few songs out.
Yeah, she got quite a few songs out, which is
quite a few songs out.
I think she got a song called 12 Signs.
Okay, you know yes, I've heard that one just recently on the radio, but that one's it's a nice song. Yeah, I can't sing, but I would have 2 lines. But she seems to be doing really well.
Yeah, so as I said, she's got 12 songs. You told me there's 13 though, didn't you?
What's else? We're not going down that road because I don't know what the 13th sign is, but they've said there is.
There's 13.
Yes.
You don't have to put that in, did you?
Yeah, causing trouble. What are you causing trouble for?
I'll never
If anybody can give us any feedback on what the 13th sign is, please.
Yes, let us know. What's the 13th sign?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Lisa.
Well, she's, like I said, she's up and coming, and she's done a few gigs.
She's done quite a few shows.
Yeah, she's done a few gigs at the, it's called Legacy Centre now, but it used to be the Drum.
Yeah.
She's done quite a few shows there.
Yeah. And she's also part of the Legend of Legends. She's also part of the Legends of Legends, because there's Birmingham Legends of Legends.
Yes,
which is,
and they do shows.
And they do a lot of shows, which they've both together, and they've been doing it for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And due to all the restriction, that show was actually cancelled for this year. But that show will be back next year in 2021.
Yes.
So So we look forward to seeing that show. And there'll be quite a few reggae artists on that as well. No least, Leisha Mack will be on that show as well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And, she also because I know a little bit about this girl as well. She also has this song called Roundabout.
Okay.
And I've been told how this song Roundabout came about is that she, outside of her house, there's a big roundabout. I know. And she actually wrote the song, just watching, marvelous, isn't it? Just watching what's happening about the roundabout. So
wow.
that's all. I said this song is called This Roundabout. You know, so it's a very, very talented lady. And I say she gained a lot of experience over the years, which I said being on the Legends of Legends shows. So she works with some very well known reggae artists she's actually worked for. So we say big shout out to Leisha Mack. Wonderful young lady, and we wish her all the best.
Definitely.
And, I think I'd say one of her first single, New Love, was a remake of the what?
Culture Club Classic. I Just Want to Be Loved.
You know that song, right?
Yeah. Which Boy George wish her every success with as well.
Okay.
Which is good. And she had an album release in March 2016.
Yeah.
With 15 tracks.
Okay.
Some of them she wrote herself, were written by her.
Yeah.
So, that's good.
It is true. And it says tracks written by her is just I want to be loved, down that out, you know what I mean? And it says she's collaborated
with Winston Reedy.
Yes, wow. With Winston Reedy, reggae singer.
Yeah, Winston Reedy. We know Winston Reedy very well.
Yeah. So we say Lisa Mack is somebody to look out for.
Definitely.
Lisa Mack is somebody to keep an eye on, you know what I mean, and support her and encourage her, you know what I mean. I think she also been on the show with people like Michael Gordon, Dan Campbell, Mike Anthony, Peter Spence, Winston Reedy, and Azzy Yad.
Right. Veteran. Yeah.
They're all those. It's all this sort of period of time we actually what the show's about. We're actually talking about it, you know what I mean. So it is wonderful. So people like Sandra Crush, you know what I mean. And these people also give her good encouragement.
Definitely.
And give her good feedback. You know what I mean? So we look out for Leisha Mack.
Yes.
And sometime in the future, soon when the lockdown is over, I know we'll be having an interview with her as well on the show.
Okay, yeah, we look forward to that.
Yeah. And yes, special collaboration. Other artists include Barry Biggs, Paula Taja, Vinnie Jones, Paul Dawkins, Victor Romeo Evans, Trevor Walters, Trevor Hartley, Trevor Dixon, and and then Harley.
Did you just say Vinnie Jones? Is it
Vivian Jones.
Vinnie Jones, isn't he the footballer?
Vivian Jones. Did I say Vivian Jones?
You said Vinnie?
I know. It's Vivian Jones.
Vivian Jones.
Yeah,
yes.
Vivian Jones is Birmingham singer.
Yes, he is. Vinnie Jones is the footballer.
Wow.
You don't remember when he jumped into the crowd and...
What he did?
He jumped into the crowd and kicked. Are you not a football fan?
I do like football, but I'm not.
Okay.
I do like my football, but I'm one of this person who's not sort of. How do you put it?
Fixated then.
No, I'm not fixated with football.
Right.
And the time I spent, how I look at it, you've all got to find something that fits in your zone.
Yeah.
Or what you like. And the time I watch football, I'd rather spend my time doing things like this, or doing music, or practicing my instruments.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the time I spend, not say I don't like it. I do like football, but the time I sort of spend, I could never one of these guys who set up going to a football match. I mean, this may be talking sacrilege because I know the football fans will give me a hard time for this.
You don't want to say that too loud.
I could never be one of these guys who sort of be at a football match every week. I could go now and again, you know. But
you don't want to say that too loud.
And I think that as well came about because of an experience I've had at a football match.
Okay.
Which I want to elaborate on. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
you know, if you have an experience of a football match,
it changes
it
things. It
changes things for you.
Yeah.
Don't you?
But having said that,
Yeah.
you know, I've been to quite a few football matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was fortunate enough. Some years ago, I used to do this job. What gave me this opportunity
To go to
you
a
know,
football match.
Yeah, to go to the football match.
Yeah.
So I spent quite a bit of time at Villa. You know, in the Holt End at Villa, watching football. So I was fortunate at Wembley. I've been, you know.
So you're a bigger football fan than I am.
I don't know about that. It was just the job that I was doing at the time gave me the opportunity.
Okay.
So, and you know, the atmosphere in in the ground. Wow, it's just a different atmosphere. You know, when you're watching on the telly.
Yeah.
It's when you're in the ground. It's a different.
Yeah, I gather that. I gather
and
that.
wow, it's a feeling that, wow, you have to have.
I mean, as I say, I haven't been to a lot of stadiums, but what I've noticed, football stadium has come a long way over the years.
Definitely.
Because I went into, I had the opportunity, I had an interview. I had to go to the a football club in the back country. And I went into the stadium, and I thought, oh my days, it's like a television studio. the grass was absolutely marvelous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for somebody who doesn't go to a football, for somebody who goes to a football match every week, it wouldn't have made any difference. But for me, it was it was like a television studio.
But the money that they spend, though, come on.
Yeah.
You know, you can. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. So as we're talking about the period of time, so the game has come on so much from those period of time.
Yeah, I've been to quite a few. I've been to Wolves.
Been to Wolves?
Yeah, I've been to West Brom.
Yeah.
Even the little local league, Solihull Moors, I've been.
I'll tell you, he was a big football fan.
I'm not a big football fan.
I'll tell you, he was a big football fan.
He was a big football fan. It is.
You?
Me? No, I'm not. But like I said, because
you're on the terrace every week.
I was fortunate.
You're on the terrace every week.
It's an opportunity. It's just an opportunity. Sometimes you're fortunate to get these little opportunities, so you take them, don't you?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So.
Okay. Okay. So what about the how you coping with the lockdown?
Lockdown. Wow. I haven't been under lockdown.
You haven't been under lockdown. What do you mean?
I've worked all the way through, haven't I?
You worked all the way through.
Yeah.
So
I've had 2 weeks.
You've had one of these essential jobs.
Well, so they say.
Yeah.
They call it that.
Yeah.
But.
What are you taking extra precaution?
Well, you have to.
You have to pick.
You have to.
You make sure you're safe.
Well, you have to do your best. You can only do your best.
That's right. So it's the gloves and the mask.
Gloves
and the
mask. Yeah, the washing.
Yeah.
But you know what I've noticed.
Yeah.
You're supposed to wash your hands for about 20 seconds. Some people, they're not even.
No.
No, they're not paying.
They're not something.
So, but you can't.
Yeah.
But you have to look after yourself. That's the main thing.
No, you know, they say in England now, because they say in England, from this weekend, which will be the weekend coming up, which will be the 4th of July, pubs, restaurants, and hairdressing is going to be open. So you can go to the hairdresser now, can you?
Yes. I did pamper myself and I've done my hair. Yes.
You've done your hair?
Yes, I have done my hair. Yes.
But you're not supposed to go to the coming weekend.
I couldn't wait any longer, so I had to look after myself.
Okay, but I say, how do you feel about, like, say, the pubs on the
I'm not so sure.
And the restaurants are opening.
But some of them have opened anyway previously. They've opened prematurely. So I don't know what they've done, what they can do different in some of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what they can do, but like I said, some have opened prematurely. The takeaways, a lot of them have been doing takeaways anyway, even though they've closed.
Okay.
You know, they've been doing the takeaway service instead. You know, some of the restaurants instead. So.
I mean, me, I don't know how I'm gonna do. I'm not the one who's gonna sort of go out there and say I'm gonna go into a pub. You know what I mean? Or I'm going into a bar. Let's call it, say, bar then. Or I'm gonna go into a restaurant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or even say doing my hair. You know what I mean? I'll wait very, very, very long before I sort of.
You'll think about it.
No, I saw. Yeah, because I'm one of these person. I'm very careful. That's, you know what I mean. You have to be very careful with this sort of stuff going on.
Well, don't forget now. Anyway, they've had a second wave, haven't they? With so they're closing down.
Yeah, there's a city in the UK.
That they're closing down. Put it back under lockdown.
It's going to lock down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is a shame, really.
And you don't. I say with the lockdown this week, you don't know what's going to happen.
No, not
when
at all.
they say everybody starts. Well, our people.
Well, you know.
I think people just got to be wise. You know what I mean? You just got to be wise and use a lot of common sense.
Well, I don't know about common sense, because even some of the schools, they've sent the children back to school, but they've had to close some of the schools, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've had to, because a lot of the teachers have come down with the virus. So.
I don't know what's going to happen.
It's just a day-to-day thing, isn't it?
Say, let me ask you then, do you think, say, next year, but say by next year this time, we will be looking back at this year and saying, oh, what was that all about?
No, I don't think so.
I think
it's something we're going to have to live with.
You think, yeah, serious?
Yeah, I do think it's something we have to live with.
You don't think we're going to say next year, oh, we all look back and say, what about that stuff that happens, that corona and that the COVID-19? You don't think we're going to look back and say, oh dear me, what was that all about? Even though it took so many people out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they have to do something spectacular in order to get this vaccine.
So you think it's going to be here?
I just think we're going to have to live alongside it.
Well, how do you feel about this vaccine?
Well, it'd be great news.
Serious?
Yeah, of course it would be. It would be great news. You know, but they want to trial it on a lot of, you know, us from the ethnic minority. They want to try it on us, don't they? But it's those who are prepared to take that step, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's a difficult one.
It is a very,
you know, but
it's a very,
with all these things, everything has to trial, innit?
It's a very, very difficult one, which you don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen, or it's just gonna. But we just have to trust and look after ourselves.
Yes, you do.
But so let me ask you then. If the vaccine comes out, would you take it?
Yes, of course I would.
Would you take it? Serious?
Yes, I would take it. I would.
You would.
I can only speak for myself, but
why? Why would you take it?
Why?
Yeah.
Because, well, it would be a breakthrough, isn't it? And that's what we're striving for.
Yeah, but let me ask you then, would you prepared to do a trial?
Yes. I think I would do the trial.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You would do the trial?
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
Now, would you take it? The vaccine?
Would I take it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Why?
I just don't think I would.
All right, but
I don't have a special reason. I just don't think I would.
okay, well, you know, like when we have our children, right? When we
Yes.
have children, we have to vaccinate them. We
Yes.
don't know nothing about these vaccines, but it's a program we're on, and we have to vaccinate the children.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do it that, don't we? So if we would,
Yeah, but when you have children at your particular time, you know that vaccine work, don't you? Because people before you have took that vaccine.
but vaccines cause all the problems
Yes,
because
but I'm not-
we've had the flumid, you know,
Filamide, why but filamide? Filamide, yeah, you know, filamidibide.
Yeah.
You can't even say it.
flumidum. Never mind that. Anyway,
Yes, I know, we know the one.
we've had that vaccine,
Yes.
and look what it done to
Yes,
all them children.
But this point I'm still saying is that say we talk about the flu jab.
Yes,
or the,
why do people have that?
But people do have that. Because it's already in trial.
Yes.
It's not. I mean, they may have different types
Yeah, but all
each year,
these
but
things-
they still use it.
Yeah,
don't they?
but all these things affect us in different
Yes, but this new vaccine now, nobody has tried it away
No,
from
but
the
they're
people.
trialing it.
Yeah, they're trialing it.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been used away from trial. It hasn't been used as it. Say if you vaccinate your children, then say when
Yes.
you vaccinate your children, you know that vaccine has been in trial for such a long,
but it
long
still
period
causes
of time.
problems with some
Yeah,
of the
I'm not saying it
children.
doesn't. I'm
That's
not
it.
saying, but it's this new thing now. It's brand new.
Yes, it's brand new because they've always had viruses, coronaviruses.
Yeah.
They've always had them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this strain, what's come out now, it's a totally different thing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, one that they've never experienced, which is with all these things. Do you remember when they had that flu not so long ago in Africa?
Yeah.
What was it
Ebola.
called? Ebola. And
Yeah.
they thought, wow, this thing's going to wipe out everybody. But then they managed to get it under control.
Yeah.
They always have different viruses, so it's the same process. So yes, I would try the vaccine.
Yeah. I'm still not trying it.
But even the flu jab, do you have the flu jab?
No.
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 You wouldn't have it at all either.
I'll have to think about it.
Okay. But I would, because it's same way like I'd have my children vaccinated.
I'd have to think about
I
it.
would do it. I think, you know,
Um,
because that's not fair. Why would I vaccinate my children and don't protect myself later on? No.
Yeah, but I've got no qualms about people who's having it. You know what I mean? I've got no qualms about it. But personally, for me, it's not for me, and I'm not like that. And I'm not an anti-science because I got family who are scientists.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm not anti-scientist, or because that's all where it's coming from, isn't it?
Yeah,
So I'm not anti-science,
definitely.
but I don't think it'll be for me. You know, I'm not putting it this way. I'm not ready yet. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
Yes,
If that's how you feel,
Um,
of course.
And then you got a lot of people who think maybe it has to go to a trial. Let me see the long-term trial for the results. You know what I mean?
They've been trying it since when? Since March, haven't they?
Is it?
They've
But
been- yeah, in Oxford they've been trying something.
but that's a short time. Some of these vaccines takes like a long time
But
going
they
to a
were
long
saying
time for
18
trial.
months, wasn't they? They
Yeah.
were saying up to 18 months.
Yeah.
But apparently now there's that other drug as well, what they've found that is combating the virus, so people are surviving. You know, those that are coming off ventilators,
Yeah.
people are coming out quicker. You know,
yeah.
so they're making some progress.
Yeah.
Making progress. So.
Well, where would you say this thing has come from?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
And it just comes at us like out of the blue, hasn't it?
It certainly has, but you know they do these things to suppress people, don't they?
Yeah. But do you think it comes from out of the blue? Will it just goes back into the blue? Or will it just
I'm
goes?
not sure. I'm not sure this one will disappear that fast.
Will it just disappear again?
No, I'm not sure.
No.
I think we have to live alongside this one. The way it's going, I think we're going to be living alongside it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those things where I suppose we all gotta be careful and
Yes,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah. And
Definitely.
Yeah, we always gotta be careful.
Because even you've seen when like they've had the sunshine, and you see the way people have flocked to the beaches.
Yeah.
Now all the toilets are shut, right?
Mm.
Because they're telling people you need to stay where you are.
Yeah.
But then people flock to the beaches and are not bothered, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that something that's going around the world? Is that going? Is it going in around the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's basically it's wherever there's a beach is,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
And that's people's perception, isn't it?
Okay. So, this is where we talk about what's been happening around in the world in 60 seconds. I think there's a well-known singer, Alexander Burke. She actually says she was asked. She went through a lot of pressure and was asked to bleach her skin to make her more popular. You know what I mean?
That's going to be an awful lot of bleaching, isn't it?
Yeah. Bleaching, I don't really.
Unless she's Michael Jackson.
I don't really subscribe to bleaching.
Unless she's Michael Jackson.
I don't really subscribe to bleaching.
Well.
And also, I think, funny enough, Bill Cosby he's been, you know what I mean? He's been,
Is he on trial yet?
No, Bill Cosby. This why he went on trial, went to prison, didn't he?
Did he? Okay.
But
is he in prison?
I think he's won some form of he's won some form of you know, to
What, to clear his name?
Yeah, to clear his name.
I didn't realise he went to prison.
He won some sort of thing to clear his name.
Okay.
And as for the President of the United States, we don't know what's happening in there. Because there's quite so many people has been dying in the United States, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't care.
It's record, you know what I mean?
The US doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's got a very different attitude to the way he's handling this crisis. Because he even had a rally last week, you know, for people to nominate him.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a big rally. And they're supposed to be keeping social distance. How can you have a rally?
I know. Okay.
It's just virtually impossible.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, that's all around the world in 60 seconds.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's our around the world in 60 seconds.
Okay.
And we'll look at what's happening around the world. Next show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, recently, not recently, but this week I was listening to the radio anyway.
Yeah.
And apparently they were playing some Dennis Brown music.
Dennis Brown, yeah.
Because he died this month.
Yeah, he died. Yesterday was the first of
July.
First of July, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 1st of July.
And that's when he. Okay, so that's probably why they was playing so much of his music.
Yeah.
Which he's very, very good. I love his music.
Yeah. And also yesterday was actually International Reggae Day.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't even hear.
Yeah,
Nobody mentioned it.
It was international. It was International Reggae Day. You know what I mean? So okay. I actually on the show I do actually on New Star Radio, which was today. I actually Birmingham New Star Radio was I play some tunes to celebrate International Reggae Day. And funny enough, that has been going for quite a long time.
Wow.
And it's not sort of really publicised. It's not. It's not. You play reggae every day.
Reggae every day.
I must say, I do love my reggae music as well.
I play reggae every day.
Yeah, I do love. I mean, regardless of all the different genres I do, but reggae is mine.
Yes.
Reggae is There's no other music.
Yeah.
There's no other music like reggae music.
It's
got the politics, it's got the love, it's got the heart, it's got the fight.
Definitely.
It's got everything. There's no other music, and I love a lot of the older reggae artists.
John Alton playing in my car.
I love
John
Alton,
my best friend, man.
I mean, John Alton, your best friend. Well,
Yeah.
I love people like I like people like Jimmy Cliff. You know what I
I
mean?
like Jimmy Cliff.
I like Desmond Dekker.
Yeah,
I love. I see we're talking about music from back in them days.
Culture.
Yeah, culture, and I love. No, this is what I love, man. I love Toots and the Maytals.
Yeah, Toots and the Maytals.
And
Yes,
one of my favorite Toots and the Maytals song is "Pressure Drop." Oh, pressure drop. That is what I call a tune. You know, you've heard that tune before, haven't you?
Yes, I've heard that tune before.
Before that tune.
Wow.
What about? Wow, it's one of them tunes here when you see a pressure drop, it just comes home to you there. And no matter where you are, you know, it's just one of. What I've actually, and I think I've actually asked you this before now. What I've actually asked you before is that. And here's a big question. Because we're talking about.
Okay, well, let me get ready then.
Get
big
ready.
Question. Go on.
Big question. We see a lot, over the years, we've seen a lot of reggae artists from that small island, which we all know is Jamaica, the home of reggae music.
Right.
Why are you laughing to see us think it is the home of reggae
Right,
music?
yes it is.
You agree it's the home of reggae music?
I will agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
I'll go along with you.
I'm glad you agree, because if you didn't, yeah. Anyway, what I want to ask is that how come we've never seen a lot of female reggae artists coming out of that?
No idea.
Coming out of that. Have you ever noticed? I mean, like.
No, I never thought about it really, to be quite honest.
Yeah. We've never seen.
We get a lot of the male artists, don't we? But I've never thought about it.
Never seen a lot of and there's not many you can sort of just comes into your head and you go, wow, why is that? I mean, like, you have people like the Eye Trees who actually Bob Marley, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
but
think
they made a name for themselves on their own, didn't they?
That's right, yeah. And but I can't think
Alfie and Donna.
You had Alfie and Donna, yeah. See me in my heels and ting. Yeah, is it? Do you used to wear heels?
I have to wear heels.
You have to wear heels.
When I go out, I have to wear heels.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't wear the heels.
Sure.
But I don't wear the heels. But as I say, you've never ever seen a lot of female reggae artists, unless you got a lot of female reggae singers.
Yes, you have. You do have
a whole lot of female reggae artists.
You're very right.
Yeah, you got a whole lot of them, but
it's never crossed my mind.
You never see them, a lot of them in a group.
No.
And if you guys know of any female reggae groups out there that actually comes from Jamaica, let us know, because I'd be willing to. It'd be good to see who they are.
It'd be nice to know. Yes, definitely.
It'd be nice to know.
Definitely.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know. What about female artists? Who are your female groups? We're talking about female groups. No, what about female groups?
Female groups. I like Eternal.
You like Eternal?
Yeah, British groups.
That's a
Eternal.
British group, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? What are from the? And who else?
Oh, just any female group.
No, there must be some of your female group as favourites.
Yeah, there's lots of Destiny's Child. I used to love them. I used to like TLC.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to love them. What about yourself?
Me? Oh, myself now, I go back. I love the Supremes.
Okay.
I'm going back, you know.
Yeah.
And I love people like the Emotions.
Okay.
The word of Emotions. And I also love I'm coming forward now if I was to sort of come in sort of your period of time, because I know, you know what I mean, I know you're only 21.
Absolutely. You can plug that one again.
I know you're only 21.
Absolutely.
If I was coming to your period of time, I think I like people like SWV.
Yeah, I did used to like them.
And I used to love
Brownstone.
And Brownstone, all of those sort of groups in the 90s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man. And the classic one is TLC.
Yeah, I love TLC. Yes.
But I like the older pioneers, female singers, and I say like the Emotions. I love En Vogue.
Yeah, En Vogue, definitely.
En Vogue.
Yes.
Love En Vogue, and there's a whole stuff that I do like, and there was in the 90s as well, Salt and Pepper.
Oh wow. Let's talk about. Let's talk about.
I think it's the way they actually.
What was the song?
Let's talk about what.
Well,
you're not supposed to say that on television.
I didn't say a word. I said let's talk about.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
And there's a line that she goes. And there's a line that goes. She goes. Everybody talks about. And she goes. Everybody should be. There's a line. She goes. Everybody should be, and everybody should be.
I don't know what. I ain't got a clue what you're talking about, mate. But you carry on. I have no idea what he's talking about.
You got no idea.
No,
you pretend you got no idea.
I got no idea what he's talking about.
I like salt and pepper. You know.
Yes.
And
Cinderella. Don't forget Cinderella.
I think what I love about it is the way they rap. You know what I mean? When you see them step on stage and start rapping.
Yeah.
You know
they were very good.
There was very.
Yeah. Very good.
There was very
Yeah.
very good. You know what I mean? So we say big shout out to all those girl groups. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
There's another couple of girl groups actually I like was I'll go back to people like the what I call the raw soul music people like Martha and the Vandals, those sort of people.
Yeah, Martha Reeves.
I like all those sort of
Vandellas. Yeah.
They're wonderful people, you know what I mean? Wonderful. But there've been so many of them over the years, so many of them from that period of time. I mean,
yeah.
So, any more girl groups you like? You're thinking deep now?
I'm really trying to rack my brain.
You're really trying to rack your brain?
No, I can think of a lot of groups, but girl groups. Yeah, you know, I like Little Mix as well. The current ones, Little Mix.
You like the Little Mix?
Girls Aloud I used to like as well.
You like Girls Aloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
That's right into 2000 though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right up to today.
That's right up to today.
But still, they were, you know.
Yeah.
It's a shame when they kind of finish because they do nothing, do they? You don't really hear nothing from any of them. You know, you hear a one-hit wonder every now and again.
A lot of groups are like that though, isn't it?
Yes,
a lot of groups are like that, and that's just the business and how the system works.
No, because, you know, like the older groups, like the older artists that you have, they're still going 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You know, those old faithful musicians.
Yeah, but...
They're still going.
It's either musicians or groups. So, okay, but a lot of the groups as well. I'll tell you about the groups. People like they have different members in.
Yes, they do. They do change.
It's different to a single artist, but like separate people like the Drifters.
Yeah.
Let's say the people like the Drifters, the Temptations.
Yes, they do change.
I think the Drifters was going. I think the Drifters going back on the road this year, but it didn't happen because of the lockdown, you know what I mean? But then a couple of their members have died.
Yeah, that's right. People
died. And they've changed members,
yes.
You know what I mean? So
but they're still going, you know what I mean?
And like on the Temptations, I don't think the Temptations are still going. I don't know if all of them are finished now, but and there was there was sort of others. I loved actually. I love a couple. We're going back to those period of time. I love people like Isaac Hayes.
Okay, yes.
You know, Isaac Hayes did Shaft.
Yes.
Shaft. and then he did the theme shooter for the Shaft movie. You know what I mean? Love Isaac Hayes. They actually used to call, Isaac Hayes. I'll tell you a little bit about Isaac Hayes. I know. What they used to call...
Pray tell. Pray tell.
No. What they used to call Isaac Hayes.
Yes.
No. When they see Isaac Hayes in his gown and his chains and his everything, they used to call Isaac Hayes the Black Moses.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what they used to call. That's what they used to call Isaac Hayes. Black Moses.
Wow.
And Isaac Hayes been coming from a very, very, very far way back as well. Because Isaac Hayes used to play with people like he was around in the early days with people like Quincy Jones. Wow. So he's coming from.
He's been around a long time.
He's coming from a way back. You know what I mean? Giant of a man, giant of a musician. You know what I mean? And giant of a music. And then I like people like I used to love the Brothers Johnson.
Right.
The Brothers Johnson. They made that track called Stomp.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Love them. Love people like the Whispers as well. The Whispers are still going. The Whispers are the Whispers are still touring and the Whispers are still going. You know what I mean?
You see, that's what I'm saying. They're die-hard musicians. Yes.
And the beat goes on.
They're die-hard musicians.
Yeah, those still.
Yeah.
Those still are going. Well, Claire, we're coming to the end of our show once again this week. Want to say thanks for watching our show. Thanks to our sponsor, the ACMC Center, New Star Radio 98.7 FM or www.newstarradio.co.uk.
And thanks to Breakthrough Media Studios.
I want to say thanks to you guys for watching and tuning into the show. We should be here again very soon. And my wonderful co-presenter, Claire, thank you.
Please remember to like us on all social media platforms at Breakthrough TV. Also, you can look up Carl and Errol.
You can email us your comments and any new ideas about your era at breakthroughtv@gmail.com and campbell8794@yahoo.co.uk. Also, you can catch Carl and Errol new EP Guitar, and it's also the theme tune of this program. The track is called You Left Me for Paris.
Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Blessed love and thanks for watching.